You are listening to the Fresh 24 podcast with your host, Clinta Walker.
What's up, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Fresh 24 podcast. I'm excited about this motivational and inspirational segment that is designed to add value to your life. Welcome back to Fresh 24. Let's dive right into the topic today. When settling is not an option. I'm reminded of a story I read one time of a man who came down for prayer one day. He said he had a terrible pain in his neck and could not sleep as a result. He continued, "I've got back problems. My sciatica nerve is causing pain down my entire leg and it's going into my foot. I also have neuropathy," and on he continued. Then he said, "But if God could just heal the pain in my neck, I could live with the rest." He said, "If" to a God who spoke the world into existence. He said, "If" to a God is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all that we can ask or think. How do you put a limit on a limitless God? Don't settle for something that you can be completely healed from. Here are some cop-outs people use when they don't achieve or get something. I guess it was not meant to be. I guess it was not God's will for my life. I guess it was not my time. This year, I'll be married to my beautiful wife for 26 years. This is what you did not know. She did not give me her number the first time I asked for it, but I did not settle for her telling me no. Nobody gets it right the first time. What would have happened if you never got back on the bike after you fell off? Never played basketball after you missed a shot? Never finished school because you failed the test? The Bible declares that a just man falls 7 times and rises up again. Settling is easy. Words associated with settle: negotiate, park, squat, flop, plop, sink, submerge, lay, perch, and sit. Settle means to become established into a routine, to be satisfied with. How far would you be in life if you would not have settled? I know that the young man who was carried by his 4 friends was happy they did not settle and say, "We cannot get in for the crowd." But instead, they went on the roof and tore a hole in it and lowered him down into the presence of Jesus. I need people, family, and friends who will not let me settle, but will help me get to the place I need to be so I can be whole. If you don't have friends like this, you need to get some new ones. If you're not willing to risk the unusual, you have to settle for the ordinary. Jim Rohn. Failure is a part of life, which I look at as lessons. And also, if you don't learn them the first time, the lessons get harder. When you fall, and you will, fall forward. 4 reasons why we settle. Number 1, because we're content. Number 2, inside we are quietly deciding to settle. Number 3, because we're afraid of ridicule. And number 4, because you don't think you are good enough or God has approved you to be good enough. Remember, there are no mistakes, only lessons. You're here today on purpose and not by chance. Make it a great one, and I'll see you next time on Fresh 24.
Thank you for tuning in to the Fresh 24 podcast. Please like, share, and subscribe to this podcast.